Okay, so how many people have read the Twilight books or Harry Potter? I would believe most of you who have would say the books were better than the movies, right? Yes, exactly. Richard Corrs from Time magazine wrote, any reader who has seen a movie version of a favorite novel, the answer will usually be the book was better. And most of you would agree with my question earlier to prove this statement to be true, if you'd read Harry Potter or Twilight. My claim today is that books are always better than the movies made about them. By better, I mean if they are quick to grab your attention and keep you intrigued throughout the whole book. Now I'm going to talk about the first reason why movies are better than books. A testimony from John Waters for the Irish Times claims, one reason movies based on books rarely satisfy is that they impose a single definitive key, making the story seem out of tune to almost everyone who has heard it in their own interior voice. This is true. When someone already has heard a story or has a preference of how the story is told, hearing it from a completely different viewpoint is usually unsatisfying or difficult to appeal to because it is already set in their preference. Now that we have talked about how difficult it is for an individual to prefer a movie after they've read a good book, now we'll talk about a public example that I feel most would agree from the article in Cindy Harold's Sun. People are saying, why bother reading books when the movie version is coming out? Which is silly because there are many reasons to read the original book. For one thing, movies are often different to the book version. If people are only going to watch movies, why should authors bother writing books? Reading is much better than watching a movie, but that's always debatable. It is always good to know both sides of the story before making a decision. In this case, a book is one version of the story, and a movie is the other. It gives them both gives you a chance to decide. Now that we've talked about why one should read the novel as well as watch the movie, we'll talk about main differences as to why the book are usually better than the movie. This factual piece from a multidisciplinary course taught by Ann Dock and Lauren Blankership stated, movies are usually more visual, whereas novels seem to have a lot more space for explanation and back history. This is the number one reason why most people would agree books are better than the movies made about them, because one cannot fully comprehend the mixed feelings and emotions when watching a movie as you can when reading a book. You can feel the book. An actor can only do and say so many things. One never really knows what they're thinking. While in a book, it is described to the point and detail what they are feeling and how you should be feeling the emotions of the character in the book. Movies are great, but do not be limited to movies because there's always a greater story out there. Someone can be telling it better and you don't want to miss out. Those who haven't tried it out, books don't bite. Don't give them a chance. You might just change your whole perspective on things, or not, but at least you know both sides to your story. Thank you.
All right then. Oh, sugar.
Oh, wait, this one's the annotated.
Okay. Yes. All right. I have. Oh, it's so popular over here. All of a sudden.
Stop that.